All right, in this clip, we call it the Envisioned Part 2, meaning that the end configuration is going to be pretty similar. The notion is that first arriving is still laid out from the end of the driveway or the end of the lane or whatever. They may or may not have initiated fire attack based upon conditions and what they see using tank order. And in this part, this video clip, we're going to say that the next arriving the next arriving piece is the second due engine. So it gets here ahead of the tanker. So the driver of that, the officer of that, right, they're going to have to envision that the tanker is going to come up eventually. So you got to leave room for that tanker. Do the best you can to locate close to the first arriving pumper as well. And what that second due engine is going to do is that they are going to take and they're going to supply water to the first, coming off of their high flow discharge into one of the intakes on the attack pumper. So that's going to provide some additional support. Again, this could be different size. They could be 500 gallons on one of our older rigs, 750 on any of the Crimsons and newer pumpers. So now we have the tanker arrive. And the tanker arrives on the scene. First arriving tanker, again, the intent is for it to be in the same location as the first two engines. Remember, on our very overview, we said the goal is to have these three rigs kind of operating together in a similar location as best as you can. So the tanker then is going to break the supply line. Ideally, this supply line has not been charged. Right? It's been left dry because nothing else has arrived yet. So the tanker is going to break that line, take it into its intake, and then the driver is going to hook from his high flow discharge to the attack pumper. So a little different sequence, but that's pretty much how that operation goes. I want to go back to a little bit about why we have two engines and a tanker up here. Provides some redundancy, it provides equipment, right? So you got two engines worth of equipment to initiate fire attack and to support that. And of course you got the tanker, which kind of serves as your water supply up the lane, right? Carrying 3,000 or 3,500, an inline relay pump. So of a lot of what I will call redundancy, but it provides plenty of flexibility to initiate that. How does it work? All three of these drivers have got to work together to make this come together.